Welcome to Paradice and our weekly actual play show, Adrift in Aldhalor. We've been off a little bit for the holidays, but we are back in time for the in-between, more holidays. I'm going to bring Shannon on. Well, but before I do that, our music is licensed by Musicbed.com. Occasionally, very occasionally, we use Syrinscape and TabletopAudio for Ambience. Shannon.
Is it my turn?
Oh, yes, it is. And the lines are moving.
Excellent. Hello, everybody. Happy, what's today? Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
Wednesday. Happy you're here. We got a demiplane to escape. But before we do that, hear about our partners. I'm going to start with Underground Oracle Publishing. They are a TTRPG publisher creating new worlds in the Cypher system and beyond. Their current focus is Foxfire, a science fiction TTRPG with a strong emphasis on high adventure and fun, full-throttle action where you play as anthropomorphic animals who left Earth behind long ago to take their place among the stars. For as little as $3, you can become a member through their website and gain early access to this developing TTRPG and each of the other worlds that they create. Next, we have Edward Yorke. Eddie is our wonderful character artist. He is an illustrator based in the UK who makes art for games and books. To visit his portfolio and get in contact with him, visit eyorke.com. Last but not least, we've got 1985 Games. They create affordable, accessible, high-quality accessories for D&D and other TTRPGs. Throughout this campaign, Sean has used their NPC cards to create real fun NPCs for us to interact with. Very memorable, very fun. The cards are so cool. They have art on one side and info to get you started on the other side, like quirks, goals, flaws, all those fun things. So if you would like to purchase those or any of their other wares, you can use the code paradiceprod for 10% off your entire order. Let's see. VODs, they're coming. Hopefully before the new year. Doubtful. And just the other things, just join us on socials and all the other places. Yeah. Yes, Audacity. Shit, I didn't start mine. Starting it now.
All right, bring in. All right, so Alex is going to be away for the first portion of the session, but he will be back at a certain point. Let's jump into a recap. Yeah.
That was Alan.
Yep, of course.
You can't get points of exhaustion if you're dead.
That's right. I have free reign.
Spoilers.
So no, don't give him that power.
Spoilers. It was in the last episode.
So,
last time.
Previously on Adrift in Aldhalor. The party defeated Mr. Greaves and the infiltrating shadow of Encarnache before he could summon more fiends to their world, and worse, possibly parts of himself. But hope is waning. Septimus is dead, and the demiplane around them is collapsing. They must escape before it destroys them too. Very short recap tonight. Because that's what happened. Okay. So, the form of Mr. Greaves has disintegrated with the defeat of him. As you feel the unstable shaking of the earth around you, and the tendrils of Encarnache's tree of corruption are attempting to anchor themselves. You can see they've almost come alive in the way they've moved around in the chamber ahead of you. You mainly see this because one of them literally just shoots through the wall, grabbing at solid earth. You will need to successfully escape with your lives. Before anything happens, we see Sal running through the sewers over what remains of Septimus's belongings. All of Septimus's Alma form disintegrated with Jacquette's baleful talon when Encarnache possessed Jacquette's body like a puppet and forced him to kill his friend. Many of you are low on health. You can see Sal just sort of
is
like
dead.
Dying. Jacquette is unconscious.
He's on death saves because
So,
he's never stabilized.
Somebody needs to stabilize him.
Rolling.
Rolled the first one. Did you already have a failure or success?
No.
Okay. Roll the first one.
11.
One success. Does anyone have anything to do?
Yeah, I think we have a healing potion inside of the party inventory, so I will quickly use that on him.
Okay.
That's the last one, I think. 2d4 plus 2. You gain 4 health back.
Clayton.
Jacquette, you awaken coughing up with the dregs of the potion to see some of your friends around you and to see Sal with his hands on the robes of Septimus as he's just sort of picking them up. Some of the mechanical parts of Septimus remain. The parts that don't remain are anything that was like magically infused in him through Lacuna or Machina. So it's mainly like his mechanical arm that he put in, his other mechanical arm he put in, his sort of breathing apparatus, his jaw basically is still there. But the body parts that were that like strange like carbon fiber flesh material went with the spell because they were perfectly infused into his body. Thus the magic of the baleful talon disintegrated those as well.
How about my little ruby keychain that I gave to him?
Yes, you can see as Sal picks up the cloak, the ruby keychain sort of jingles on it, glinting red in the darkness of this chamber. You can see Bruce like digging through his bag of holding, muttering to himself, frustrated, perhaps looking for anything possible to save Septimus or other machinations. The whole place shakes around you.
Bruce, can you get us out of here?
Bruce would sort of like look up quickly from his bag and say, gotta get a Bruce voice. I don't have time for that. Take Septimus' stuff. Run. I need to make sure. Bruce's voice is escaping me.
I need to make sure.
I need to make sure the rift stays closed. I'll be right behind you.
You got the right inflection.
Yeah, I used to be able to do it so well. Because I haven't heard it in a little bit. He dashes into the next chamber.
Okay. I will. I assume Jacquette, are you like sitting on the floor? Fyrn, are you next to him?
Yeah, I feel like Fyrn just like fed him, a potion, and it's just like he's even struggling to get up on his own. Like you could tell that I'm really struggling to move.
Yeah, right. Okay. So I will stumble over to the two of you, and you see that I've got tears streaming down my face, but I'm like really trying to hold it together because we got to get the fuck out of here. So I will kneel down with the both of you and just say, right, we have to go. Jacquette, can you dimension door? Do you have the strength to do that right now?
Yeah, he says as he kind of like pulls out the scepter, the doorway scepter, and leans his weight on it. But we need to get Reardon.
Fuck, I forgot about him. Yeah, okay. So Bruce is staying. Sal, so I'm trying to do math in my head. Math is not mathing because we can only take 4 and there's 5.
Sal's eyes are just fixed. Robe in his hand.
Well, I wonder. Sal, can you? Sal. Like trying to get him to look at me. Are you playing Sal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything?
He still remains unbroken. Just
All right. I go up and just bang on his chest. Sal, look at me.
he turns to you immediately, eyes glowing red.
It's just me. Listen, I need you to pick up Fyrn, and I need you to hold my hand.
He looks quietly at you for a minute. As eyes remaining red, turns immediately as he goes to do as you ask.
Yeah. And I imagine Sal has, like, oddly enough, ill-fitting, put on Septimus's robe and, like, latched on the equipment of Septimus to himself to carry all of that out, to leave nothing behind of what remains of his friend. As you're getting ready to initiate this escape, you see a bright light in the previous chamber. And peeking in, you can see Bruce has formed a wall of force around himself as he's beginning to tinker with his different tools where the portal was, to try to make sure it stays closed. And when all of this is over, it is gone.
What about the body of the avatar of Encranache? Did it disintegrate just like we had seen previously with Mr. Greaves?
Yes. The body of the avatar that was using Reborn Greaves disintegrated with the final blow in Tem. Some of the other figures are there. Like there are, like the like Dalen's body is there. Like the other bodies did not disintegrate. If you wanted to do any kind of searching of them.
I don't know if we have time.
The corpses. The corpses.
So I will say
we don't have time.
We are gonna. You can. It is
Yeah,
an
I don't
option
think-
to do it, but it'll be part of the like initiative for the skill challenge of escaping. So, everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Ew.
Sweet.
Oh my god, did we all
Dirty 20.
all roll a 6? I
It's a
think we
new
did.
day.
Did you guys really all roll a
Thing is-
6?
Except
Yeah.
Sal. Who rolled a fucking 20.
The number of the beast.
This is gonna change. Septimus is rolling, playing a robot.
I know, right? That's what I was just thinking.
That's right.
All right, 20 to 25. What did Sal get?
20.
Okay. Well, I said 20 to 25. So the other three of you got 6s.
Yep.
I
Alright,
technically
so-
got a 5 because I have a -1.
Okay.
I got a 4+2.
I got 3 plus 3.
No, I just got a. It wasn't actually 6. I rolled
It's a 5. I got
a
you,
nat
right.
1, but I only had 4 instead of the
Yeah,
5
yeah,
that
yeah.
it automatically gives.
So what are your totals, Shannon? Or I guess what are your dexterity, Shannon and Clayton?
Plus 3.
Mine's +2.
Okay, so Shannon will go first.
Woo!
And then
Does the Bardly keep cutting out for everyone else?
No.
Or is it just really low?
you might have to
That's
raise
fine
the
for
volume
me.
on your own side.
Weird. Okay, sorry.
No problem. All right. So, again, this is a skill challenge. So, if you're not using just like a spell like the Dimension Door, then you can opt to use a skill to make your escape more successful. Especially considering the fact that you don't have enough Dimension Doors to just get everybody through to say the next area. So before.
Wait, quickly. Was Fyrn up or down?
Fyrn's up. He's just
Fyrn's
really
up.
low.
Yeah, and also my strength has been sapped, so my walking speed is 20 feet instead of 30.
That's why Sal's gonna carry him, hopefully.
Well, let me check something on Sal.
Meow, 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 meow.
You meow.
So-
meow by the river.
Hell yeah, brother.
So when it comes to dragging Fyrn, though, like that is going to inhibit Sal's movement, like it would in regular combat, where he would have half movement. So it would actually probably be faster to go at Fyrn's pace, because he has 20 feet of movement versus the 15 feet that Sal would have with dragging Fyrn. Because Sal is now a player character and is no longer a, no pun intended, Deus Ex Machina for things like this.
Wait, so dragging him lowers movement
Yeah,
speed
dragging
by-
an enemy or an ally is as if you were moving in difficult terrain.
What if I'm dashing?
That would, well, I guess if you're dashing, it would still be slower than Fyrn dashing, because he would have 40 feet of movement with dashes. Now, granted, of course, though, dashing implies that you're not doing anything else in the skill challenge. You're just using your action to dash, versus like doing a particular skill to avoid something or to stop something to not inhibit your pathway.
Why is he slowed again? Forgive me.
His strength is reduced from the
strength
sapping
is-
of the shades.
Right.
So, just to clarify, it's initiative, but it's a skill challenge. Do we, when it's our turn, do we have the full action economy or just an action?
You have the full action economy. You can do just regular, like I'm just gonna use my dash. That basically becomes your skill challenge choice. You just don't get to roll anything for that. So like if there is something that needs to be stopped or that needs to be dealt with, you can also, like, if there are enemies, you can use your action economy to attack them, or you cast a spell to slow them down if they're chasing you. So it has the full action economy. It's just traditionally there aren't things to do with like your bonus action often. But
yeah. Well, maybe not for other people.
all right, so initiative count 20 is going to be complications, and then it will be Sal, Sass, Fyrn, Jacquette.
But you're gonna skip complications on the first round, right? Because we're so nice. We're such good friends.
Since you asked, Clayton, can you roll a d20?
Sure.
19.
Well, you got your wish. There will be no complications for this first turn with the 19.
Manifesting.
All right, so just to remind you of your placement, you're right at the entrance to the sewers. There's that door that leads into the next chamber that then goes into the darkness area in the pit that you have to climb back up. And then you have to get out into the courtyard and then run through the streets of the Widow's Ward to get to that point at the entrance to the Widow's Ward where it is no longer the demiplane. So, Sal is up first. The only, like, complications that are currently happening are the innate ones to the situation. So that might be a clue into what complications can arise further. So of course, even though Mr. Greaves has been banished from here and the rift partially closed, the presence of the void is still here, which means there can still be enemies through the Tree of Corruption, and Karash can still like do things in here a little bit. And then of course, while you're in this subterranean portion, there's the natural like cave-in sort of, rocks falling, paths being blocked, that sort of stuff. So, and like your skill can be like perception to like try to perceive if like something's weak and might collapse, or to perceive if there's enemies up ahead along your path. To look for an alternate path that might avoid enemies. Like that's an acceptable skill as well, besides things like, acrobatics to try to avoid anything that's falling. And you can like preemptively do a skill in case something happens in the next turn. Like if you feel like, hey, there might be a collapsed tunnel or something, or a collapsing rock, I want to essentially, use acrobatics or an athletics to avoid any falling debris during the next round of escaping. All right, Sal, you were up first. You've collected Septimus's belongings, and you at least have, I imagine at the very least, like you have one hand holding Saskia's and another hand holding Fyrn's, just to make sure Fyrn doesn't fall behind.
Mm-hmm.
So is there any particular skills, or would you like to just make movements? The other thing
Doesn't
too
want
is
to hold Jacquet's hand.
he attaches Septimus's third arm so he can hold Jacquet's hand. I will say, like, think of it strategically. Like, if dragging Fyrn is something you do want to do, it would technically open up Fyrn's turn to do other things besides movement. But of course, if you are going to just say use your full movement on this round, then you would be leaving Fyrn behind.
No, I'll drag him.
Okay.
So I'll drag Fyrn, and screw it. He's just going freaking train mode. I will have him dash.
Okay. So with your regular 15 feet of movement, you can get into the next chamber.
I will say that why can't I? It was I just saw it. I have improved dash.
This guy with
which only I think gives me an additional 5 feet probably, or 10 feet, depending on when you have it.
Okay, and that's part of your new fighter.
It just says when you dash, your speed increases by 10 feet for the action.
Okay, so then you would move 40 feet total. So actually, with improved dash, you are moving the speed of Fyrn, so it actually is equivalent to him moving. So you dash ahead or you move your regular movement, the 15 feet, pulling Fyrn along with you while Fyrn. I imagine it's not like pulling Fyrn, like you have like an arm. Fyrn has an arm over you, and you're supporting him as his weakened form is struggling to run.
Oh. That's better than what I thought. I thought I was grabbing him by the ankle and just
dragging him across the ground,
just swinging as he's like
his horns just scraping against the earth. You end up killing him somehow.
I just hit a rock and my head starts bleeding, and that's it.
So yeah,
what a way to go.
Mike, do you have in your notes the damage that Sal took in the previous fight? Because obviously the new character sheet doesn't have that damage.
I did. It was pretty fucking low. Hold on. Yes, he's at 19.
Okay. So go ahead and adjust your health to 19.
Yep.
So when you complete that movement speed, you find yourself in the next chamber, or at the doorway of the next chamber, and you can see Reardon is there holding a dagger in two hands, just sort of like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? What are we doing? And you can use your dash action to go 20 more feet in. It will put you into that magical darkness that you all were in before. So you're not necessarily going to be able to like have your wits about you in there. It'll require Saskia to be able to actually like guide people to the rope that Fyrn had left to get back up. But you can do that if you want to use your dash action to run into it. Okay. Saskia.
That's me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yes.
So feel free to say no, but I'm going to ask anyway.
No.
So I have Dark One's Blessing. When you reduce an enemy to 0 HP, you gain 18 temp HP. I did that last session.
Okay.
Can I have my temp HP?
From that? Oh yeah, of course. It's temp HP.
Yeah. I just didn't call it last session, so I didn't.
Were you within 10 feet of them?
Was I within 10 feet of him? I was Eldritch Blasting, so I don't know.
Man, I wish I didn't disassemble the board. I'm going to give you a compromise, Shannon.
Well, it says no, hold on.
Okay.
It says when you reduce an enemy to 0 HP, you gain 18 temp HP. You also gain this benefit. It's someone else reduces an enemy within 10 feet of you.
Yes,
okay.
yes. So it's not about you killing him. It's about whether you were within 10 feet.
Correct.
Now, because I disassembled the battle map because I needed to build a new one for a different game, or I had to bring the materials to Stefan. Oh, sorry. I mean, it just like something fell on it. I don't recall if you're within 10 feet.
No, she killed him.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I killed him. Yeah, I don't have to be within 10 feet unless
For that. So yeah, then we're good.
Unless I didn't kill them. Yeah.
Sure, then you're good. You have
Yeah.
it.
Great. Thank you. So then I am going to I'm gonna use my full 30 feet to follow Sal out.
Okay.
And then
so you'll
I
be
would
10
like-
feet behind Sal when you get there.
Yep. And I would like to.
You can see Sal like just like his hand is on the wall because he can't see moving through there.
Yeah. I'd like to perceive to look for any potential hazards in this.
Give me a
first
perception
leg.
check.
Nothing. I'm blinded by my tears. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. So other than what you already can tell, in the sense that it is you're in a collapsing subterranean area, it's you don't discern like what could be coming in the next turn or what could be on the complications table. Essentially, if you'd done well, I'd give you some of the complication table results that could happen.
That's fair.
All right, Fyrny boy, you have been dragged 40 feet in, so you're also in the magical darkness.
Okay. Sean, if I casted my own magical darkness in the magical darkness? Oh.
No, because even if you cast your own magical darkness, you wouldn't be able to see in your own magical darkness.
Yeah, but then I could cancel my magical darkness and then there's no more darkness.
That's not how that works.
I appreciate the effort, but no.
Fair enough. I'm going to use my bonus action to use my final second wind. So I'm just... might actually live for another second or two. It's 1d10 plus a 13. I got a 7. So that's 20 each hit points.
Okay.
So I'm feeling a little bit more healthy. I can't see the rope that we're heading towards, right?
No.
Could I drag... like, I don't...
I'm gonna certainly say no with your weakened strength.
I'm going to stay... Can I, like, hold my action to move with the team so I can, like...
You can hold you can hold your dash action to move your 20 feet. You just have to give me what the trigger is. Is it Saskia moving to the rope? Is it Saskia guiding you to the rope? Is it somebody handing you the rope? That sort of thing.
I think I have, like, one arm over Sal right now.
Yep.
So I'm just following Sal's lead.
Yeah, so basically you're holding your action until Sal gets to the rope, and then once he does, you will use your own movement to climb the rope.
Sounds good.
Okay, excellent. Jacquette. I'm going to say Reardon acts on your turn, Jacquette, and you can tell me what you want to do.
Reardon, wait for me. And then Jacquet is going to feline agility.
Okay.
Because I did not move last turn as I was
unconscious.
And then I will run into the room to Dalen's body.
Okay.
To search his corpse for anything, but specifically, magic items, cool. Jacquet is more focused on things that might illuminate Encrenosh and their plans. Like a really conveniently kept journal that's like, my evil plans for Encrenosh.
Hey, don't say that, because then it's going to seem like I just gave that to you. So then you're going to use an investigation check for your skill.
Okay. Investigation. Where is that? There it is. That's 2 nat 1s in a row.
No!
Luckily, I can't roll
that's
lower
right.
than a
That's
10.
right.
Someone gets
So
it.
that's a 15 for the investigation.
15. Okay.
Got that septitis.
Had to
All
go
right.
somebody when he died.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Sal's immune to disease.
That's why his roll's so good.
That's actually hilarious. All right, so I will say you're specifically looking for because you stated what you're specifically looking for. You are able to find a small, like, bound book. It does have like a lock on it, but you're a rogue. You'll unlock it later. With a 15, you would also notice that he has a unique ring on one of his hands. That yep, I figured.
Whatever. Sorry, you can explain what it looks like. I'm taking
Whole hand.
cut off the hand if it doesn't come off within a second.
Could be cursed, You might want to just hold the hand.
Oh.
Excellent. So when you grab the ring, 2 things happen. One, I'll explain what it looks like. So it looks like a pretty brutal, almost like brutalism. The ring, it's very like thick and chunky, and it sort of comes to like the top of it is almost like the top of a dodecahedron, or really, I have to look at what kind of. Yeah, dodecahedron. So it has 6 sides to the top.
Okay.
And it looks like it's made from like pure shadow. When you pick it up, even though you're not attuned to it, you become uniquely aware that one of the shadow figures that you guys were fighting is wearing like a corresponding ring.
Okay.
But you would need to, use more movement speed to go grab that ring.
Okay. Anything else on the bag?
Yes, you would find like with 15, you would be in the amount of time you have. You would also find like a spell focus on him that may or may not be, a powerful one or a standard one. Based on his abilities, you might assume it has some level of power to it. And you find a coin purse that you can just snatch. I can tell you what the amount is in it afterwards.
Cool. So using feline agility and a dash, I would have 120 feet of movement. Okay. Could I use that to get to Dalen, get to the shadow, and then get back
to
Rearden? Not at Rearden, but close to him.
100%. 120 is plenty of speed to grab the corresponding ring, which is not as like doesn't have as many sides to it. It's more like if someone took a literal square and punched a hole in it and that's what the ring looks like. It does have kind of like a swirling shadow texture to the metal or jewel of it. This one looks like it's made from, like, carved literally from a gem, as opposed to the other one that's more metallic.
Okay. All right, cool. Then I will move back to Reardon, and when I get back there, shouting to the others in the shadows, holding out my doorway scepter, Jacquet goes, "We'll see you outside," and then waits for the next turn.
Perfect. All right. Can I have someone roll me a d20?
Yes. Feeling it.
I'm feeling it. Gonna regret right now.
Right down the middle. Who knows what that means? Not good, not bad.
It's not good.
Okay.
It's not bad.
So, ha 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 ha. I don't know why I did that. How dare thee mock
I
me?
can do this all day, baby.
Okay, so with a 10, there will be an interfering element.
An interfering elephant? Oh no.
You got it.
Sorry, I'll stop.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Can someone roll
How
me a
about
d4?
giraffe?
No elephant.
I got it. 4.
Okay.
Uh-oh, 4 enemies up here.
He's not wrong. In the cluster of you in the darkness, so not Reardon and Jacquet, Sass, you see this. The rest of you just hear it. From the gap above flies down 4 imps. They immediately sort of just like start whipping wildly, flying around you all. So there's going to be an environmental effect here of them, and then they are entering the initiative as enemies. So the environmental effect is I need Sal, Saskia, and Fyrn to give me dexterity saving throws.
They can see through the magical
Dexterity
darkness.
save- Wait, it's
22.
dexterity saving throws, you said?
Say that again, Mike.
Yes, for dexterity saving throws?
Yes.
13.
14.
What'd you get, Sal?
14.
Okay, you all pass, so you're not going to take the environmental damage of them swarming you. But they are present in the fight now, and they're clearly trying to prevent your escape and finish the job. So, Sal, you are up.
So Sal recognizes that he tried getting attacked.
Yes. So Sal could make an attack against the imp at disadvantage. It's the kind of thing where you're choosing between stopping and fighting or attempting to flee the swarm of imps.
Do we get reactions
Yes.
during this? Okay. No, what Sal will do is, because you reminded me that his health was so damn low, he's gonna mend himself. Or actually, he might as well just second wind.
Yeah, that would probably be a better move.
Yeah.
Second mend.
He's gonna second mend. 1d10 plus 3. Fucking really good. So he heals for 28, or not 28, sorry, 18. And that's a bonus action.
Okay.
So
So you still have your action.
he's just gonna dash again.
Okay. So the issue is that you don't know where the rope is. What you can do is you can hold your action until Sass gets the rope and can lead you there, and then you can dash to the rope, which would then also trigger Fyrn's held to action. And Sass is next, so she'll be able to do that. Well, really, the imps are actually next, but...
Well, then I would like to do that. I'll hold my action.
Okay.
Dash once the rope has been discovered.
Okay. Imps! So, first one's going to attack Sal. Definitely not going to hit with a 15. Sal got a real power buff from becoming a player character.
Yes.
Second attack on Fyrn, which I also think is not going to hit with a 16.
Nope.
Third attack on Saskia, which is a 19 to hit.
So, question: I had drank my potion of speed last time, but I think that only lasts a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not.
It's gone. All right. So then yes, it hits.
Reaction.
Ooh.
Sal's gonna use protection.
Oh, I think so.
Roll again with disadvantage.
You.
Listen, he
I know,
already had that as
a
non-player thing, but
I know, but I do love the feats you've chosen because they all are very like protective, which is cool.
Yeah.
All right, so he attacks again at Saskia. So it'll be a disadvantage, so we'll roll again and take the lower.
Yeah.
Ooh, he rolled higher, so it still hits her.
Oh well, he tried.
All right, Saskia, you're going to take 4 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And 9 poison damage.
Ew. Okay. Thank God for those temp HPs, because otherwise she'd be down.
And I'm going to roll to see who the 4th one attacks. Fourth one is going to be on Fyrn.
Bring it.
24 to hit.
Ew.
It's been brought. That hits.
Bruce!
Hey, it's me.
From the distance behind you guys, you just hear a hey.
Hey, I'm working on it.
So Bruce, you are exactly where you told me you would be. You're in your wall of force around the location of the rift. If you want, you can roll a initiative to join the skill challenge initiative escape. So you can, say any particular skills that you want to do to accomplish what you're trying to do, which is to make sure that when this is done, there's no remnants of this rift or the void.
Got it. Okay.
You're coming through a little quiet right now. Oh, it's because you're not using the microphone headset.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you sound good.
All right, cool.
Oh, I got to roll damage against Fyrn.
I was hoping you'd forget.
Fyrn, that's 7 piercing damage.
Ow.
And 7 poison damage.
Yikes. Good thing I second winded.
Yeah, it's very, it's very unlikely that these imps would hit you, but unfortunately, they did roll that a 19 on that dice.
Sean, that'd be a
Yes.
14.
14. Okay. So, Bruce, I am going to give you your turn in this initiative round, even though you were after 14. So, Bruce, you would be up with Saskia, Fyrn, and then Jacquet on deck.
So, have you allowed me to cast Wall of Force to...
Yes. The Wall of Force has been cast.
All right, so Bruce is going to... And Sean.
Yes.
And Sean.
I'm already loving this.
Shot.
Shot.
I'd like to imagine that Bruce, and I kind of brought it up last session, but I didn't really describe it really well. I'm gonna make an argument that Bruce has a tuning fork that is adjustable. So it has like, let's say like it's a tuning fork with like little like weights on the side that he can kind of like adjust to try to figure out the frequency of the specific rift. And so he's gonna pull that out. And if you would allow me to make an Arcana check.
You read my mind with what check I was going to ask for. You're still coming in a little quiet.
Okay, I can't bring my microphone any closer, unfortunately. So
Can you, in your Discord, up your input volume?
My input volume.
Yeah.
I think
Your gain
at a max. But let me try.
If not, it's okay. You just have to stay a little closer to your mic.
Okay, yeah, that might need to happen.
Because where you are right now is working.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that. If that's okay. I'll figure out my.
Yeah, you can figure it out when it's off your turn. So go ahead and give me an Arcana check. This is gonna be a probably gonna require a few successes. Where the first one will be the hardest, and then it will lower in difficulty with each success.
24, and if I can use a flash of genius, I can bring it up to 29.
Okay, Flash of Genius will give you the success for it.
You're a genius.
Okay, so imagine it's like all this chaos is happening around you, just to also update you on like what's happening in the area. So this, at first you all think like it's just this subterranean layer that's collapsing, with like rocks falling from the ceiling. Thankfully, you have the wall of force, so you're not gonna have to worry about those rocks falling. But the tree that was behind the rift, and this is where this is giving you all the evidence you need to know that what you're doing is correct. Like this tree is already here, and you need to with the tuning fork make sure it leaves with the collapsing demiplane. But the tree is kind of come alive, so its branches are shooting out, they're prehensile now, and they're strong. They can burst through a rock to get into other parts. It's basically Encarnosh attempting to anchor to the material plane. So you know that what you're doing was smart, because otherwise he might have been able to anchor a kernel of his influence into this subterranean area.
Cool.
All right. Saskia.
Okie dokie, artichoke. All right, I want to...
So you can see your other companions while they're resisting the imps, looking to you for guidance.
Yeah. Okay. So I will first go and I will find the rope.
Yep, easy enough to do.
Great. It's here.
Bam.
Triggers Septimus's dash to the rope, which then triggers Fyrn's dash to move up the rope.
Beautiful. Was that my action or movement? Or
that would be your movement, so you can still use an action.
I would like to shoot at these imps, please.
Okay, you will have disadvantage because they are in melee range with you.
Right.
They are attacking you with melee attacks.
Yeah. Not all of them, just one.
They are.
Well, just one is enough. If you kill that one first.
Yeah. If you kill that one first, you would be potentially in a situation to have advantage on, or not advantage, regular on the
Or
others.
just straight rolls. Okay, so first.
Well, actually, I take it all back because you moved.
Yeah.
So you're going to get an attack of opportunity, but then you'll have normal attacks, though. But you don't have the disadvantage.
That's fine.
15 to hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, then you actually have your clean attacks.
Yay! Okay, so there's 4 of them, right?
Correct.
Okay, first 3 are going to go on 3 separate ones.
For your first Eldritch Blast.
First Eldritch Blast, yes.
Okay. All right.
First one is a 19 to hit.
Oh, that will hit.
6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Second one is a 24 to hit
That will hit.
with another. Damn, we're only crap. 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That will hit.
Excellent. For 8 points of force damage.
Okay. They are all still alive.
Next 3, same.
Same.
Same
Okay.
3.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay, ignore this roll. Gotta get rid of it. All right, so then we've got go away. So it's 10 plus nice 8 plus 5, 23 points of force damage.
First one's dead.
Great. 26 to hit.
That will hit.
11 points of force damage.
Okay. It's severely damaged, but still alive.
All right, and last one, another 26 to hit
Yep.
for another 11 points of force damage.
Okay. All right. Just barely alive, but those 2. So there's still 3 imps. 1 at full health, 2 that are really, really, really wounded.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Okay. So you are, since Fyrn is climbing first, it is gonna slow it down a little bit. Because well, actually, let me look something up real quick.
Tall as the rope.
Okay, so it still requires you to move with a climbing speed, so you are moving at half speed. You just can't fall down more than 25 feet. So it's going to be a little slower with Fyrn going up. He's going to be able to well, really, it's going to take a second because it's going to take a few dashes to get up to the top.
Well, I'm using my full dash on the rope, right? Like,
yes, but it's not going to be 20 feet. It's going to be 10 feet because you're climbing.
It would have been so it's 20 feet total because I'm doubling my 20 distance move half.
No, that's not how holding a dash action works. You just get the one movement because your own movement speed doesn't stay in a held dash action.
Okay, I thought you told me it was a dash action, but okay.
Dash action does not include your regular movement. Dash action is its own set of movement. That's the only way to move off turn is holding a dash action.
So that was last turn's movement, and now it's my turn. So I still have.
So you'll still have the full.
Right?
Yes, correct. You'll have your full turn, but during a held dash does not hold your movement speed action as well. It only holds the dash action.
Do I know how long the rope is? Like,
that's 50 feet up.
Will I be able to reach the top? Okay, so
you'll be able to. No, with your you won't. It'll be your next turn that you get to the top.
All right. Well,
try
I won't do anything.
You can use a skill challenge to try to like if you use an athletics, because it's a skill challenge, like you can do more than you typically would by saying I use a skill to try to do X, which might be like vaulting yourself up, which I understand like you're currently not in the best state to do those things, but you can, because it's a skill challenge, use unique skills to ask to do more than you normally would be able to.
Yeah, the thing is, I think that besides, like, Fyrn would just basically exert himself as hard as he can. Like, he wouldn't try to, do anything fancy because he can't even see. Mm-hmm. So he's just pushing as hard as he can, basically just going one arm over the other. He might even like let the Ithildagnir off of his back.
Yeah, because you can just summon it later.
Yeah, exactly. So his plan is to lighten the load a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna pull with all of his strength, scraping along the sides of the wall with his like feet, and maybe even his tail can be used at certain points where he's just like using it as like a gauge to like see if there's any obstacles in his way.
Yeah, I love that. So what I would ask from you is one of two rolls. You could choose which one you want to do. To give you an option, the athletics check that we talked about, or if it's better for you, just a pure straight Constitution roll.
I'm gonna go with the con roll. So that would just be a regular saving throw, or
no, a regular check, just a regular.
Okay.
Yeah, just be the +6.
That's what we're doing now. All right, I got an 18.
18, excellent. So what this is going to do for you is it's going to exert you heavily, but it is going to allow you to move further than you would have otherwise. I need a con saving throw from you, though, while you do this.
Sure. This wouldn't count as concentration now, would it?
I mean, it's the same kind of roll as a constant. No, it wouldn't. No, I see what you're saying. No.
Because I have advantage on that.
I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing, but this is not concentration. This is...
I'm concentrating really hard on this row.
This is to see if you get any points of exhaustion for overexerting yourself.
I got a 19, Sean. That's
You're
a
good.
30 dirty.
No, no. I actually don't think it's possible for you to have lost that roll. So you do not suffer exhaustion from overexerting yourself, but it does allow you. I'm going to say allow you to move the full 30 feet up, which means you're only 10 feet away from the top instead of 20 feet away like you would have been.
Sounds good. That's the end of my turn. I got nothing else.
All right, Jacquette.
All right, Jacquette is going to grab Reardon, say, "Hold on, Spider Monkey," and he's gonna cast Dimension Door.
Excellent.
So go 500 feet.
Yep.
Out.
Yeah,
as
that
far as
is
you
enough. That is enough movement based on like elevation, how deep you are, and how far to get out to the actual street itself.
All right, cool. End my turn.
Okay, so you find yourself, like I imagine, literally you're in the spot where you all... Go ahead.
I'm going to use my bonus action to... Oh, wait, can I actually... No, I can't. I was going to say to dodge, but I don't actually get that.
You're no monk.
Yeah. Also, okay, I'll teleport out, and then if there's something...
Yep, so when you're out there, like I imagine, because it's like the best place you can visualize and it's within the 500 feet, is you teleport to that little alcove alley where you guys were hiding originally, before you like charged into the courtyard outside of the hideout.
Okay, cool.
So you are like in cover, I guess is the way I'll say it. This is the unique thing I'll give you since you're the first one out in the street. Is one, you can see like the magical darkness that was blocking sight in here, other than like the actual physical fog of the demiplane. There isn't that same magical darkness on the street level anymore, where you like can't see down alleyways. You have full range of vision unless something is obscured by like an actual physical fog that's from the demiplane. You can see all of those like pillars of ichor that held those like blue lights in them. Those are all like violently shaking in the instability of this. You can discern those are a danger spot. Don't go close to those. And the other thing that you learn up here is that down the street towards the like center of the widow's ward, in that area where the Otter business is, you actually hear the sounds of fighting. So whether that's people who've come in from outside, or the fact that all those people who are stuck here and entrapped in their own fears have been released from those fears and maybe are trying to fight their way out, or it could just simply be demons trying to kill anyone trying to escape.
What about those adventurers that I left behind to defend?
They might be the people fighting in there. Okay.
All right. Then Jacquette and Reardon are both going to use... Well, Jacquette will use his bonus action to hide. And Reardon will use his action to hide with Jacques, as Jacques kind of like hunkers down a bit and turns to him and goes, "Let's take a moment, assess the situation, wait for the others, and then keep going."
Okay. So you can go ahead and roll your own. You could also roll Reardon's, which I'll just give you a +8 for.
Okay. Jacques got a 25. Reardon got a 10.
Oh, Reardon, buddy. So you are hidden. Reardon is not as good at hiding right now. I imagine he's so like out of it that he just backs up into like a corner that's not really hidden, but just feels safe to him.
Reardon, really?
All right. Back to the top of initiative, which means I need somebody to roll me a d20 for complications.
I got you. 2.
Okay.
All right. Well, we rolled good on the first one, medium on the second one, and bad on the last. So hopefully we just continue the trend.
Roots violently rip through the earth in the tunnel that you're in. As you can see, Enkernosh's tendrils just... So I need everybody on the rope, which is Fyrn and Sal, to give me athletics or acrobatics checks.
Acrobatics it is. Ooh. I got an 11, Sean.
Nat 20 for a 30.
At 20 for a 30. Okay. So I'm going to be charitable to our friend Fyrn here.
Also, keep in mind, I do have my climbing set, my climbing tools.
The climbing tools will keep you from falling more than 25 feet.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is, because Sal got a nat 20, is basically have you not fall the full 25 feet that you would have fallen. It doesn't mean you're going to fall like 5 feet. You're still going to fall quite a bit. But I'm going to have that rounded up. So like you're only going to fall 15 feet instead of the full 25 feet. While Sal does not fall off from where he is. So basically, because that kind of works out math wise, you were close to the top, but now you've like fallen down and you've stopped like right where Sal is, because Sal was about 20 feet up. So you are not going down that full 25 feet. You're only dropping 15 feet. So you're 25 feet from the top.
I was gonna fall further, and then Sal like reaches out and grabs my tail or something like that.
Yeah. Grabs your tail and just whips you back up, and you grab onto the rope. Okay, but that's it. That's the complications. Actually, Sass, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
Okay.
Because you're at the bottom.
6.
Okay.
A lot of 6s tonight.
All right, Saskia with a 6. You take 7 bludgeoning damage as the rocks displaced by the roots fall and hit you.
Ouch. Okay.
All right. Brucey boy. I'm sorry, Sal, you boy. You are up.
I guess just keep climbing.
So because he's an ally, you can like sort of like maneuver with Fyrn to climb through him.
Can I use my action to help him?
Yeah. If you want to use your action to give the help action to him, you can give him advantage on his next skill challenge roll. Which, if he succeeds in the same skill challenge roll that he did prior, he can get to the top on his next turn.
We'll do that.
Okay. So then you'll move your regular 15 feet up so you're ahead of him now, and you'll be able to get to the top on your next turn with just your movement speed.
Okay.
All right, imps.
Wait.
Yes.
Can I take a bonus action to
Yeah.
second wind again?
Totally.
I'm not going down. I'm not going down again.
At this height, Sean, can we see the imps, or are we still in magical darkness?
No. The magic darkness is the full 50 feet of the tunnel.
Okay.
Once you're out of this, you're no longer in magical darkness.
All right, I'm good.
All right, Sass, you're gonna get attacked first. For a 24 to hit.
Oh boy.
6 points of piercing damage. And another 6 of poison.
Okay. I'm
Aim's
hanging on.
Aim's gonna fly
Barely.
up to attempt to attack Fyrn. It's not gonna hit with a 15.
Yay.
One's gonna attack
What if I
Septimus.
have Advantage.
Sorry, who?
The darkness.
You're correct. They would have advantage. Fish for the net 20 on Sass to kill her. Nope.
Well, no, they wouldn't have it on her because she can see.
You're right. Correct. So I'm gonna count
Come
that
on,
roll.
man.
I
I'm
need
just
you,
gonna
Stefan.
kill
I need you. Our combined DM minds make sure we follow the rules. More of your mind than mine.
Did we determine these guys are immune to fire?
I believe so. Yes, we determined they were immune to fire and poison and resistant to cold.
What about necrotic?
They are not immune to necrotic. So I will count that as the advantage on Fyrn, where it'll still miss. The advantage against Sal now. Let me grab another d20. Is not going to hit. And then I'm going to roll the d10 again to determine who gets attacked by the fourth one.
Wait, one of them's dead. I killed one.
Oh, you did. Excellent. Thank God. So I was like, if that goes after Sass,
Yep, she did. She down.
Okay, so now it is. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Bruce. Brucey boy, you are up. You could make your second Arcana check. You need 3 successes, by the way, to accomplish what you're trying to do.
This would be 26, Sean.
26. Excellent. You have 2 successes on your attempts to perfect the closure of this.
Go, Bruce.
Okay. Now Saskia is up.
Okay. I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
Which is going to be, I think it's, where are you? 2d4 plus 2, I think, is what it is. False Life. Yep, 2d4.
You get the
plus
max
4.
amount.
Yeah, you just get 8 plus 4.
12. Excellent. Thanks. So now I have 12 temp HP now. Okay. So that was my action. I am gonna start climbing.
Come climb away. Come climb away. Come
Okay,
climb
so it's gonna
away.
you're gonna be able to, since you used your action, you can move up 15 feet.
Okay.
Okay. Just need to write down really quickly where everybody is on this.
It's first level. Misty Step's a spell, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
That's all I can do.
Fyrn, you are up. You can once again make that con check to try to get to the top with your movement. Otherwise, you'll only move your regular speed.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna do that. 18.
You succeed. So Fyrn, you pull yourself out of the darkness.
I also had advantage on that, and I didn't roll it, but it would have been higher.
Perfect. So Fyrn, you are securely out of the pit and in the interior chamber of the house now.
Do I have to do the exertion thing?
Yes. Give me a con saving throw.
21.
You are good. You are able to not exhaust yourself with this exertion.
And was that my full action and movement?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Jacquette, you are up.
Jacquette will tell Riordan, stay behind me. Is it light out?
No, it would still have that like
Okay.
dim light in the whole space.
All right, then Jacquette is going to grip the cloak, and then he is going to use his fly speed to go up.
Okay.
And then he's gonna perceive to see what's going on in the fighting.
Perfect. So go ahead and give me a perception check.
Wow, I'm just doing shit. 17. No. -1. I keep forgetting to do the -1. 16.
16. Okay. So with the 16, you can make out the vagueness of it. It is enough to let you know there's a fight happening. Where it's not like just people being slaughtered. It's a real, actual competitive fight. With the 16, you can make out one particular figure who's sort of leading the charge. And you can see the immense armor and weaponry and shield of Balfour hacking away at demons, while he and another group that you can't recognize the individuals are trying to basically protect the way while people flee from the district.
All right. Jacquette will. I mean, so technically, right? This is something that I've been reading a lot into per the rules. I took the hide action. I'm invisible. I then leave. To take the hide action, you need to be heavily obscured in some way or in total cover. I don't know if it's heavily obscured or whatever up here. But regardless of that, this isn't going to come into play now. But just remember, am I still invisible next turn?
Yes.
But Jacquette is going to shout down to Riordan, taking out Samari, and goes, tell the others, Balfour is fighting ahead. I'm going to try to provide support from the air. He does not actually pull out Samari because he has to hold both sides of his cloak to stay flying. And then he is going to use 40 feet of movement to fly down with his dash.
Okay.
Bonus action to land on a rooftop somewhere. Yeah. And that ends my turn.
Okay.
But my goal here is to, so I don't know if I would already be in range, but I can shoot at 320 feet away.
You would be in range once you land on the roof.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Okay. Can I get a D20 roll from everybody? I'm actually
from everybody.
No, I'm sorry. That was not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is, can I get a D20 roll from the people inside the hideout still, and a D20 roll from Jacquette.
So me, Fyrn, and Jacquette.
Yeah.
Saskia.
All right, Jacquette, what'd you get?
One for all of us.
17.
Okay, Jacquette, there is no complications on the surface right now. D20 from underground crew.
Underground.
From each of us, or just collectively?
No, just one.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
We all
We're not
rolled.
used. Yeah, we don't.
Whoever rolled first.
Who rolled first?
According to
Can we
the
just say
log-
it's my roll because I was the only one who didn't roll?
According to my log.
Oh, it's actually you, Saskia.
Oh,
It's
perfect. 17.
Okay, good. No complications. All right. Sal, you are up now. You have 25 feet to go to get to the top to meet with Fyrn.
Oh, Fyrn's at the top?
Yep.
All right, then whatever it takes to get up there. If he has
You'll have to dash, yes. You'll actually, with your movement and dash, be able to at least get to the doorway that leaves, like you can look outside. Okay. So, Septimus, Sal is... Salvatore is like basically gets to the point where you get to like the kicked down door and you're looking out at the courtyard where you fought the initial shadows.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Fyrn.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
I'm going to keep running, Sean.
That's what I figured you would do. So with your full movement and dash, you can get right outside into the courtyard. So just ahead of Septimus.
Can I continually roll those con saves for overexerting myself over and over and over again?
You would probably not want to, because your dash and movement, now that you're not climbing, is more speed than you would get out of that.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just go with my dash movement then, which is 40 feet.
Yeah, because you're basically using your action to squeeze out another 10 feet, but you would just get that by dashing.
And I look back at Sal, and I say, we need to get back to the fortress, where it's safe. That would be I'm assuming, like, map-wise, that's, like, the closest, like, defenses that we have.
Yeah, like, arguably, yeah. If you get out of here, you turn the corner and just go over to the Lighthouse District.
Or would it be, like, easier to get to the Temple District?
It would be easier to get to the Temple District. Or it'd be quicker. It'd be a shorter path to get to the Temple District.
Well, if the temple is still, effective.
Yeah.
Go to Seppi's temple.
I think that's kind of the plan if no one chimes in. So yeah, I think Fyrn would say, we need to get back to the temple and head that way.
I'm sorry,
Which wouldn't be very far.
No, I don't know. I just broke my initiative count because I saw an S and had you go, Fyrn. Many people are ahead of you.
Yeah, I was going to say. Cause...
I literally, it's one of those things where I looked at Sass and thought it said Sal, and went with it. So we know what you're going to do, but we're going to have to rewind so that Bruce and the Imps and Sass can go.
All good.
Brucey boy. Third Arcana check.
Decides to do something different.
Bruce is like, fuck this. Just teleports to the Astral Sea. I liked it there better.
12. Can 17 make it?
No.
Okay.
So
what if I cast guidance on myself too?
It's too late for that.
Is it though?
Isn't guidance an action?
Aren't you in action?
He is. Don't insult him. He's a full action.
He's a whole action.
But I'm not balanced.
Action economy.
Okay, so 2 successes, 1 failure.
Okay.
Imps.
Imps.
Stay the fuck away from me.
Imps. They're so cute. Such a cutie.
Are they?
I don't know.
First one's on Sal, and it is going to miss, I believe, with a 22.
It does.
Nice.
Saskia's next.
AC for days.
Ooh, 21, Sass.
Hanging on by a fucking thread, guys.
Am I? Wait. Is she within 5 feet of Sal?
No.
Okay, well.
Yes.
I barely started climbing.
5 piercing.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Just say it.
11 poison.
Shit! I had 10 hit points left. So I fall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So that's gonna be 2 fails automatically, right?
No, because fall damage is
An
not
auto
the
hit,
same.
though, right?
It's
not
not
the
a
same?
hit. It's not a hit. Like if it's only melee attacks that get auto crits on you, so it's just
Okay.
1 failure.
Okay. Okay.
So Sal, of course, sees that she was 10 feet below you, and you can see her hits the ground. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Sal. You had moved up further, so you hear Saskia fall.
She was ahead.
No, because she waited below to make sure you guys could get up, and she was attacking the imps.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Oh boy.
Fyrn, you are actually up now. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Fyrn. You, because we didn't do your turn, you are actually closer and see Saskia fall to the bottom.
Well, shit. Wait. So last.
The turn you just didn't happen yet. So I'm giving you an opportunity to do something different after seeing Sass fall to the ground.
Okay, but where am I located?
You're still on the you're actually where you were 10 feet above Sass as she fell down.
Do we see that? Because it's magical darkness.
I'm saying you're gonna hear Sass hit the ground and
Splat
and squeal.
Yeah, I'll make a noise for you.
And like she's at the bottom of the rope, so it's like not like if you go down to the bottom of the rope, like she's right there. It's not where she's like you have to find her in the dark.
If I were to like let the climbing thing drop me,
because it safely can drop you 25 feet, you can do that safely as a free action.
Okay. Man, I really don't want to have to climb this thing again.
Then just leave me. I'll figure it out.
No, you're unconscious.
I'll figure it out.
No. I'm not losing
self-preservation.
Not to meta this for you too much, but now that everybody else is out of the pit, like, and it would be just the two of you, Sass can safely dimension door without leaving anyone behind. If she's brought back up. If you bring her back up.
But I literally can't because we don't have any more magic.
So then why the fuck were you coming back down?
He hasn't
yet. Lift me.
He hasn't yet.
Who says I can't lift you? I can do anything.
You have no strength.
If I kill all of the things, at least I could prevent you from dying, and then maybe I could stabilize you with the medicine check.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, I didn't put us in this situation.
No, you're right. I did.
Well, you turned the guards into shades that drained your energy, so you kind of did.
I'm pretty sure we had 116 sessions that put us in this situation.
Yeah, that's actually a bit more accurate.
By all. Yep. Contributions by all.
So... Yeah, I'm gonna go try and hit some imps, Sean.
Okay. Now, you do have to drop all the way down to pick up your Ithil Dag. Oh, actually, no, you can summon it.
Yeah, I can bonus action summon it. And can I just like... I would have disadvantage on the attacks, right?
Correct.
I can do one spell to start with. So
two out of the 3 imps are fairly injured. One is at full health.
Okay, I'm gonna try and aim for the one that's at full health.
Okay. Reminder,
And
they are immune to fire and poison and resistant to cold.
Ooh. Okay.
Just because I know your offensive spell is a fire-based spell.
But to remind you, Sean,
Yes.
still have I didn't hear what you said. I still have Spirit Shroud running because I casted that on the last turn of combat fighting the guy, and it lasts a minute.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
So
we did go into an initiative right away.
Right, and I didn't mention it before because I couldn't see anything, so it wasn't affecting any of the things getting slowed. But yeah,
so you deal extra damage.
Yeah, extra radiant damage, which could be a big deal. So yeah, disadvantage on the first imp.
Go for it. You're going for the full health one, right?
Yeah.
A 12 just misses.
Okay. If I miss an attack, I get advantage on the next attack, which cancels out, so we're at neutral. A 19, which turns into a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So it's gonna be 12 bludgeoning, 9 cold, and shoot. What? It's a D8, so 1 radiant damage, which is doubled because they're weak to radiant damage.
It does double it, but they are still alive barely.
No. All right. Third attack. So this is again at disadvantage. But I will sap the one that I hit. Is it in the air or anything like that?
Yes, you're kind of attacking the ones because they were all just below you. So they are flying, yeah.
All right, so I'm actually gonna try, instead of doing that, I'm gonna try and topple it.
Okay.
To get it prone. I think it has a con save to resist that, if I remember correctly. And you could roll that while I figure it out. Concentration saving throw, DC 8 plus ability modifier used to an attack roll and proficiency bonus.
So it's a 10 DC given your current ability modifier.
Yeah, but plus my proficiency. So 15.
That was with your, because you have a -3 to your ability modifier right now.
It's a DC 8 plus 5, which is my proficiency.
Which brings you to 13, and then it's -3 because of your strength.
Okay.
If it said your attack roll, that would have, given it more. But
so
the imp just makes it with a 10.
Okay, well, then I guess I'm at disadvantage on the last roll.
No, that was a good move because it actually would have fallen because it's flying.
And it would have taken damage.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it has plus... that just misses.
Yeah, I suck.
No, you don't.
You said it, not us.
Two very different responses.
Skags.
I'm just swinging around like, get away from my friend! Like I'm just swinging like I'm a child.
It's actually like a really tragic scene. Jacquette, you are up.
All right. So I can see better now the enemies.
Yes.
Will you allow me to still be hidden?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes because you landed on a rooftop where you could be in that cover.
All right, cool. So I'm staying 320 feet away from these guys, and I'm just gonna start shooting at any demons.
Yeah, we're gonna take we're not. Don't worry about damage roll. We're just gonna be looking for successful hits for successes to help them.
Okay. Doesn't matter that can kill people. Huh? Oh my flippity shit. Fyrn, you still have bless. From the potion of heroism, it lasts for an hour. You still have bless up.
That is true.
God.
So Fyrn, though, I am going to ask you then to roll 2d because if you were on Fyrn,
I rolled 12 twice and missed both times.
What's I'm going to say, because this is a retroactive thing, you kill that imp because you only needed one more point to kill it. And because I'm feeling generous because of the stakes of the situation, you can have hit another one with your last attack that would have been free to use on someone.
Ooh. Roll it or
no, you don't need to roll it because the bless would have hit. The bless would have got you to the hit. So there's only one imp down there with you now. No need to roll the damage because you would have got them. They had 2 health left.
I think Fyrn is feeling just as desperate, and he didn't even realize that he just hit 2 imps.
The funny thing is you can barely see them, so you actually don't realize it.
I probably won't even stop after I kill the last one.
He just stays down there over Sass's body, just swinging the Ithildagnir around. Okay. I am going to actually ask you to roll the damage, Jacquet, just because you're right. If you deal a lot of damage, that's significant.
All right, cool. 26 magical piercing.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely a success.
So are they fighting demons? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you'll allow me, they're fighting there, and Balfour goes and smashes down one of their heads, and he turns, and there's one of these fuckers going.
Yeah.
And Jacquet just up on the rooftop, it he's in between the two, fires a bolt, goes right through the demon's eyes. Balfour looks over, Jacquet just gives him a little salute, and then he ducks down to bonus action hide.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and you can't hear this, but to the adventurers around him, Balfour does proclaim they're alive, they made it, and it sort of invigorates the strength of the Fyrn's adventurers and Balfour defending this pathway as civilians run out. All right, you need a surface D20 roll and a subterranean D20 roll.
That was a 33 on the stealth, by the way.
Thank you.
8 on
I did the last
subterranean.
subterranean.
Fyrn got it. All right, I need Fyrn to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Concentration?
No.
18.
Nice.
18. Nice. Okay. Do people in death saves fail all saving throws, or do they, or is it specific ones like Dex and Strength?
So it's only Dex and Strength.
That's
because
what I thought.
Because
they still are breathing
incapacitated.
and things like that. Yeah, because it's counted as incapacitated. Right. Yeah. So Sass, you get to make this saving throw.
Okay, cool. What is it?
Constitution.
Okay. Oh, it was almost a 20. 11.
That's fine. It was a low DC. You
Okay.
both avoid being poisoned as one of these tree-like tendrils comes out, and with it comes this noxious gas, which you both avoid the environmental hazard.
Woo.
What did our outside folks get?
9.
9.
Jacquette, give me a dexterity saving throw.
But I'm hidden.
It's an environmental effect.
Oh, thank God. 29.
Okay, you're fine. Basically, what happens is like you're on this rooftop. You've got this Samari out. You're firing off. You wave off to him, and then you feel like a rumbling underneath you. And you see like just below, like on the front of the building below, you just see this large demon just sort of like rips through the wall and starts to walk towards the fight, and it shakes but you keep your footing and you don't fall into the alleyway.
Are imps immune to poison, Sean?
Yes. But they are immune to the poison condition also. Okay.
For the shot.
Sal, you are up. So you're at the top of this. You're at the gate, the doorway leading out into the courtyard. You can hear Fyrn fighting below, and you heard that Sass had fallen.
Sal can't see anything at the bottom of the pit, can he?
No.
I'm the only one that can, and right now I can't.
Sal's gonna go to the edge of the pit.
I will say, for your reference, you picked up Septimus's belongings, so you do have a potion of greater healing.
Just throws it down.
Yeah, it's just hope it lands on me.
Yeah, if he did chuck it down, it could potentially.
You actually
It's
also
face.
have a potion of healing. You have a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing.
Does
No.
God damn it.
While you're thinking about what you want to do, I actually think it's a good time to take a quick break.
Sounds good.
All right, folks, we will be back to see if a second member of Iron and Mana dies. Albeit an easier one to resurrect than Septimus.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah.
Well, like, what if it's Bruce and he just dies underneath?
That's true. Like, just like.
Yeah, what do you? Yeah, you're just in there, brother.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Bruce just needs one more success to ensure his planar binding works to remove all presence of Encarnage.
That sounds very nice.
He can do it.
All right. We'll be back shortly, friends. He's right, we are. Welcome back to Adrift in Aldhalor, our weekly actual play D&D show. Our heroes are trying to escape the demiplane to mixed success. Saskia has gone down as the imps have swarmed her, but Fyrn was able to kill 2 out of the 3 that were remaining while he is trying to defend her body to see what happens next. Jacques is outside setting off pot shots to try to support Balfour and the adventurers who are trying to keep the exit of the district open for survivors. We come back and it is Sal's turn.
Yeah. I was supposed to think about what to do.
Yeah.
Fyrn doesn't have any strength. He's a weak boy.
He is a weak boy.
He's a weak boy. He's so
I say the weakest boy.
Whoa. Scandalous.
Let's not go too far, you know. I'm sure there's weaker boys out there.
So what you could do is you could use your movement to get back down as far as possible to be able to safely hand off the potion to Fyrn. And then on his turn...
How far is the drop again?
The drop is 50 feet down. Now, if you get to the rope, you can free action drop yourself 25 feet because it's a climbing kit.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, so you rush over to the rope, which is going to cost you 10 feet of movement, and then you grab onto it and drop yourself 25 feet safely with the climber's kit, which actually puts you pretty close to Fyrn because he was attacking the flying imps. So it actually, truthfully, puts you within range to just hand off a potion to Fyrn with an action.
I will do that.
Okay. So Fyrn, you now have... did you give him the greater healing potion or the minor healing potion?
Yeah, I give him greater.
Okay, you now have a greater healing potion. You just have to drop down to Sass to give it to her.
Yeah, imagine my horns are the perfect distance apart from each other that he could just like slide the thing right in the center and it's like snug.
All right, so Sass will have a moment where she's going to have to do a death saving throw before you can get to her on your turn. But before we do that, we have to do Bruce and the imp's turn. So Bruce, Arcana. That's what we like to see.
Sean Boy,
Yeah,
you saw the dice.
I did see the dice.
Yeah. I like to imagine Bruce is like finally like gets it, and then like sparks come out, and he has to kind of like hold it for a minute, and then he just like holds it and like it like he like it's like shoots out from the fork, and just he watch it like just like slowly seal. Mm-hmm. With like a little bit of like a heated glow as it welds together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting because like it feels opposite to the logic in that you're like, okay, I need to reopen this rift to consume, like to make sure everything gets in and then close it correctly and make sure it's closing correctly. So you can see like those sparks coming off. You can see that tree is starting to also like glow and it starts to like retract. So like those of you in the tunnels see like full trunks ripping through the earth, leaving, all being pulled back towards Bruce, which at the top of his next turn, the tree will be like completely locked into the place and you'll have your turn to do what you want to do. It does also make the complications table less dangerous.
Whew. Good.
Okay. Imps.
Imp. Singular.
Imp, correct. Singular imp. He's gonna go for Fyrn.
Bring it on.
For a 19 to hit.
Miss.
Alrighty, Fyrn boy, you do not get taken down by this imp. Sass, before
Yay.
Fyrn's turn, make that death save.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. 4.
Hey,
not
you
a-
just
not a
just
one.
needed to not get that one.
Yeah. Phew.
All right, Fyrn. It is your turn now. There's one imp within melee range of you, and you need to drop down the last 25 feet to then use your bonus action to feed Sass the potion.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Well, if I drop down, I'm in melee range.
You'll get an attack
But
of opportunity. Yeah. Or they'll get an attack of opportunity.
Are you sure about? Like, what if I'm like just like if I'm falling?
The new
it's not
rules don't.
me.
No,
Okay.
the new rules actually don't care about whether you mean to move or not, or you're using movement. It's just leaving the melee range.
Okay, so but I can take it to attack.
You could attack it first to try to kill it before you drop down, and remember you've got your bless on you.
Okay. I have my bless on me, and I'm actually going to use a cantrip for my first attack, and I'm going to use Shocking Grasp because I have a higher chance because my strength is so low.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could make it so it doesn't fucking have a reaction if it hits.
That's actually a great point. Yeah.
So it's going to be a disadvantage. I still think it's disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Make a melee spell attack. Yeah, okay. Here we go. All right, so that's going to be a 14 plus 4 for an 18.
All right. That hits, and Fyrn, roll the damage dice for that.
14
Okay.
zappy damage.
Perfect. You take this thing out. The only way you were not going to kill it is if you rolled all ones on your damage.
Sweet.
So you deep fry this this imp that's in the air, and you can safely descend down to administer.
Yeah, imagine it like
potion.
went in to claw into my armor, and as it scrapes off of it, I just like grab its arm on its back turn, and then I just like electrocute it, and it falls to the like down to the ground.
Yeah, it falls on Sass and kills her. But yes, you can drop down, and if you want to roll the healing for the greater healing potion.
Cool. What is a greater healing potion? 2d6?
No, it's in the.
I have no idea.
It's in the D4s.
Sometimes.
4d4 plus 4, I think.
4d4.
I think. Somebody double check.
I
I think I'm right.
I really hope you're right, so I can keep these rolls.
Yeah, it's 44.
Okay, so
Plus
I got 3 1s and a 4. So you're at 11 hit points.
Thanks.
Okay, so Sass, you're back awake. Thankfully, you look around and see no imps.
Thanks, Fyrn.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Try.
Okay.
Do I have any more movement, Sean?
Yes, actually, because you didn't technically use any movement, you just dropped down. So you can use your regular movement to start climbing back up.
Okay. Do I have to roll a con check?
No,
or just-
because you don't have your action to do the exertion, so you have to just use your regular movement. So you go up 10 feet.
Great. End of turn.
Okay. Okay. So just for everyone's reference on the rope, Saskia is on the ground. Fyrn is 10 feet up. Sal is 25 feet up. All right, Jacquette.
All right. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Pew pew.
Yeah. So Jacquette comes out from hiding to fire again. For a 21 to hit.
21 is going to hit.
Oh wow. 36.
Nice. Yeah, you again, like it's like Balfour is fighting, and like you can see like a group of imps jump all on his back, and your bolt just like slices through them like a line as they go off, and he swings over and smacks his weapon into the face of one of the bigger demons. You can see like several crowds. The crowds are starting to thin in the sense of like they've almost saved everyone out of the city who's still alive.
Okay. Duck back down to hide again. That's a 25.
Nice. Okay, you are hidden.
In my turn.
All right, excellent. So that brings us back up to initiative count 20. So I'll need a subterranean roll of a d20 and a surface roll of a d20. There are less options on it now to actually impede you. So
I'll do subterranean.
That's 14 for surface.
2 for sub.
okay. You said 14 and 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 14 is a no obstacle, no complication. And thankfully,
Underwater flood.
The 2 that you got, the area is starting to collapse completely. So you need to get out of this hole on your next round.
I have a plan.
Otherwise, it'll collapse in on itself.
Yep.
Okay. Sal, you are up. You are 25 feet from the top of the tunnel now.
How much? So
You have 15 feet of regular movement, and then you can dash for another 20 feet.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Basically, you're getting back to where you were before.
Yeah.
All right, so Sal is right outside of the building, out onto the streets.
Well, actually, could I? I mean, probably can't do it because I did use an action to dash, but I like to think Sal is just he goes to the top of the rope, and at his earliest convenience would start trying pulling on the rope to assist them getting out. Potentially on the next turn.
Yeah, so what I'm going to say is that you stay at the top, and like you said, like on the next turn, if they can't get up, you're going to assist in some way.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. When Bruce gets back, we'll do his turn, what he wants to do now that he can do other things besides what he was doing before. Saskia, you are up. You're at the bottom of the rope. Fyrn is 10 feet above you.
All right, I want to climb those 10 feet, reach up, say, hold on, Fyrn, and dimension door outside.
Okay.
Perfect. So, Sal is starting to feel a way about the party. But Sal, from where you're positioned, you know that happens. You hear the spell go off. You know the rope goes taut or loose, so you know they're not pulling on it anymore, and that you can, on your next turn, flee out of the building as well. But you are all successfully out of the pit and the subterranean portion, which means that there's no longer subterranean. Well, I guess Bruce is still under there. We'll see what he wants to do. Which will bring us to Bruce. We can't hear you for some reason.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. There you are.
So what's Bruce's situation now? Now he's like,
Bruce, you are in a completely collapsing subterranean area. Like, it's going to collapse at the start of the next turn. There's a wall of force around you, though, buddy.
yeah.
GTFO.
So, how high up is like the ground level?
The ground level, if you were to like say teleport straight up, would be would actually not be that far. It would be like between 50 and 60 feet above you.
Oh, well, even that's a little too much. So,
I'm sorry.
huh. Well, in that case, I am going to begin.
Go 30 feet lower.
Yeah, go 30 feet lower. Just like
Big
Try and
brain
reach
move.
the other side of the world.
Bubble around your head. Put yourself in your bag of holding, and you'd be like, "Yeah, you guys will dig me out later."
yeah.
The funny thing is, or not funny thing, but he would probably like starve before you take him out. Like the air bubble spell will keep him alive for air, but like
Right. All right. I am going to begin casting teleportation circle to Siggles.
Okay. Which
Is that a ritual?
which will work because you still got like 9.5 minutes on your your wall of force.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it only takes a minute for the teleportation circle. And you can cast that through your cube, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so that means you don't need the materials. Okay.
Yes.
Good. All right. So Bruce, you begin casting this this teleportation circle. Which brings us to Fyrn. So Fyrn and Sass, you guys are because I think it makes sense that Sass would also think the same way Jacquet does and to teleport to your rendezvous point that you had originally. You two are across the street. You teleport there, and you see like Reardon with his little dagger pointing at you like, Jacquet went ahead. They're fighting. There's the adventure. People are fighting. He said to follow him. He went. Then he disappeared into a building.
He probably flew. Right. Thank you. All right. Come on. Let's go.
How much will this battle never end? Come on, Reardon. We're going.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you three are collectively moving towards where the battle is.
Sal, hurry up!
And just to expedite it a little bit, I'll have the four of you once you're together, like moving as one. So we're not just sitting here doing like, how many dashes did you take? It'll take you a little while because Jacquet is faster than you all to have gotten where he is. So Jacquet will have but Jacquet, you'll also like see them running in the streets once they get closer. Okay. So I think it's Jacquet. I'm just going to ask you for a couple of attack rolls just to while they're rendezvousing with you. Because I don't think it's wise for us to just painstakingly do the initiative count for this part.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask for 3.
I'm only 80 feet ahead of them.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's true. And with the dragging, with Sal dragging, so it's only gonna be two attack rolls.
Okay.
But it's like 80 feet ahead of us, but also you're like 100 something feet away from.
It's just to get you guys
right?
together. It's just to get you guys together. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a 28, and then a 20. Sorry, the first one is actually a 31.
Ooh.
and then a 24.
All right, excellent. Both of those are going to help out your heroes. I'm going to roll their challenge. Gives them advantage. Excellent. Excellent. They are, now you can see Jacquet, just as you can hear your friends running up behind you, sans Bruce. You can see that Balfour, like, jams his weapon into the throat of the last large demon. As you can see, several of these smaller imps and pitlings are now like afraid of Balfour and backing away from him as he sort of just rips the blade away, and you can see some of that like radiant energy of the Knights of the Green illuminating his weapon as he just like points towards them, and like even you all can hear this with his billowing voice as he just says, "Just as Iron and Mana defeated your master, we banish you back to the pits from where you came." As some of the more like roguish hirelings that have been helping him are like, this guy. This guy's a little too serious for us. We don't want to run away. But basically, Jacquet, what you see is that most of the people who were helping Balfour are staying with them. Some of like your agents that may have helped are like now like booking it out of there. But it looks as though Balfour is like holding the line. He will not leave until he sees Iron and Mana, is like the behavior you can probably tell from him. But then you can see just below in the street is your party proper minus Bruce. And we're going to come out of initiative here.
Jacquet hops down from the rooftop and seeing Reardon hopefully with them all.
Yes.
Jacquet goes, "Okay, you're all here finally. Let's go."
We seek sanctuary in the Temple District. Where do you want to head?
Whatever's closest. Just need to get the fuck out of here.
Technically, Jacquet's tavern is closest.
I think once we're clear of this shadow area, we should regroup and see what's going on. Do you know, did Bruce succeed in his mission? Whatever the fuck it was?
You guys can't tell. No, you don't really know. You don't know if he succeeded. You know that he probably made some progress when the roots retracted from your obstacle. But you have no idea if he succeeded.
Collapsed behind us.
Yeah, you would have actually, if anything, you guys actually might presume Bruce is potentially dead because the when you left the building, it all collapsed in. Like Bruce, if he's still down there, is buried under all the rocks, which he actually is because he's still casting. Bruce, you are like in this wall of force, and like even though you know that you're safe, it's fucking terrifying as there's just sort of like, because it's not that it's actually like pushing the sphere deeper into the earth. Like the ground beneath you is giving way as you're just, and like you're like panicking because you need to like still trace the design even though you're not using chalk, and you're like, please don't break, like you just don't want the earth beneath you to shatter to mess up the spell as it's just
Does anyone have any magic that could let us know if he's all right?
I have one spell I could try and scry on him, but I
We
don't know
should
if we have
trust
time.
Bruce knows what he's doing.
Actually, no, I couldn't. It takes 10 minutes. Yeah.
And then
let's get
Jacquet
moving.
will move to go meet up with Balfour.
You all follow Jacquet? Okay.
No. Sal's gonna be kind of just staring off in the distance and looking down at his hands where he's holding Septimus's robes and items and stuff. He's just gonna walk towards the temple to.
Okay. So you'll still
He's
be
gonna-
following him currently, The path is the same, but eventually you'll break free. But you all would notice like the same sort of like melancholy to Sal as he's sort of just holding on to these things. It's this discomfort you might feel, or awkwardness, because you don't really know what Sal's deal is without Septimus. Like, you don't know if he's, you all, like, through your early adventures with Septimus were like, Sal, there's like some kind of like personhood there for sure. But he can't speak. And his motivations without Septimus are uncertain. And he's clearly, from Sasky's perspective, like some sort of emotionality has taken over him as he kind of slowly follows at a much slower pace behind you all. Like, he's almost walking while you're running. But eventually you crest the bottom of the hill to get to the courtyard, where you can see Balfour now is like doing like, he's just like rushing forward and just bringing his weapon down to like smash a pitling, because all of the demons are keeping like a 30-foot radius around him, where he's just like rushing forward, attacking, retreating back, as they're all like deciding what to do. It's only these like minion demons. You can join him, like you can get behind him here, but there is like still like technically a threat in the sense of these demons, and at any point you don't really know what's gonna happen when there's the full collapse of the demiplane, which feels imminent, because you can see like the miasma in the sky is breaking open, and you can see light shining through. You can even see like a pillar of light hits down, and you can see a bunch of these fiends just shrivel back.
Can
Now,
I help him just by eldritch blasting as we're walking?
So, one, what do you guys like say? Like, Balfour looks to you all and he's just like, ha ha! Of course, Iron and Mana, successful again. Where's Bruce and Septimus?
Without stopping, Fyrn casts Thaumaturgy and says, to both Balfour and like the rest of, whoever else can hear.
Yeah.
The rift has been sealed. The demiplane, or the plane, is collapsing. Look to the skies. We must leave this place. Stay away from the towers. Everything here is unstable. We must retreat now.
And without like having the like where Septimus and Bruce answer given, like he just assumes, Balfour's a wilderness fighter, like he assumes through the silence that they're not with you.
Yeah, and this lasts for 1 minute, so if basically Fyrn's just saying the same things over and over again as they travel.
But yeah, if you guys start to move, like they're all gonna retreat with you. Balfour is going to like hold up the rear though. Like he is like, I don't care what anyone says, like I am the last person to leave this space.
Yeah, but like Fyrn's like thinking like if there's anybody hiding in the houses that are nearby that like
I'll say in the escape, like in the like alleyway that leads into the Widow's War, like a few people who are maybe holding out start to run out and flee with you guys. There's actually actually no, they wouldn't do that. They would have retreated through their own back door. I was gonna say people at the DeLeon brothers, but they have their own exit that they probably left through. Can I get somebody to roll me a final complication roll for a d20? And it's basically a high-low, where if it's above a 10, clean escape. If it's below
I think it's Mike's
an
turn.
11, it's
Mike's turn.
Yeah, Mike,
a
your turn.
complication.
Wait,
Too late. 17.
Okay.
I was gonna say
Nice.
Bruce should do it.
Okay. Excellent. As you're retreating through the alleyway, that leads towards the opening where you're beyond the threshold of the demiplane. Those pillars start to vibrate, but as they're vibrating, several of them just sort of close down and evaporate into nothing. The physical miasma starts to rapidly pull forward. Like everything is now starting to be sucked in towards where Bruce is. Bruce, while you're like on the last legs of your spell, you actually feel your body lose its sense of gravity and you start to float inside your wall of force, and you have to like grab onto a rock to bring your cube down to keep finishing this, as you can feel like you're being pulled into the tiny, tiny, tiny little hole in reality that everything is going to get sucked into. As Balfour is retreating, like he's got like that Spartan phalanx position, moving back as you all are running behind him. You get to the edge. You all sort of pull yourselves out. You feel the taste of your world, the fresh air, the no longer the miasma. All of you feel an immediate lightening of the mental, emotional oppression of the fear and nihilism of the void. As Balfour is backing out and Bruce is putting in the last touches and everything is shaking, rumbling. The earth is splitting in front of you along the edges of the demiplane. Balfour takes a single step over where the earth is cracking. You see this massive demon just rips through a building and it brings its hand up to swipe at Balfour, and Balfour takes the last step across, and Bruce gets the last rune. As Bruce, your whole wall of force just lights up with your teleportation magic, and you just sort of feel yourself floating freely with it, and then you... And as this demon's going to swipe at Balfour, everything rapidly just... As that demon gets pulled back, hand just narrowly scratching Balfour's shield, as it's just... Everything just being ripped back to the singularity of the rift, of the tiny little keyhole Bruce created to make sure everything escapes and leaves and is banished from this realm. And it's all suddenly this rapid shaking. You all feel it. You all kind of like instinctually take several steps back, as within a blink of an eye, it all just... And with it, the entirety of the Widow's Ward.
Oh.
As if cleanly cut off of the entire area is everything touched by the demiplane. Immediately you just see buildings collapsing into the pit that is created. It's as if the tsunami happened again, but isolated to the Widow's Ward. And you can see like water spraying out from the sides of the cliff. You actually see incisions opened into tunnels that are part of the Lighthouse District. There's actually a portion of the Lighthouse District shaved off, thankfully not where your fortress is. As there's just this immediate like collapse into this space of anything remaining of the Widow's Ward or the cliffside it was attached to. The otter business is gone. The hideout is gone. Any tunnels underneath have been ripped away. It's gone.
Where was that temple that all the Alumno Defiance were hanging out at?
Underneath the Lighthouse District.
Okay.
Now, granted, some of them might have been affected by this. Like it's sort of like
Sure.
on the perimeter, like where that shave happened, probably killed some of the Alumno Defiance, or
And
sent them to the void.
And the brothers, what are they? The De Leons.
You don't know.
Their whole operation is gone, though,
their
right?
operation is gone for sure. Like their base, their goods that they didn't grab if they were trying to escape. You really don't know what happened. They might be gone if they decided not to flee or something like that, or if they were like, we gotta gather all our shit before we leave. You don't know the fate of the De Leon brothers, but Their operation, along with the Syndicate's operation, is completely obliterated from the face of Aradun.
How deep is the crater?
It goes right down to the ocean. There's like no earth left. There's just rockiness at the bottom.
Wow.
Which is an indication of like how deep that tree was writhing into Ivan. And that if Bruce didn't do what he was going to do, it could have done either one, more damage could have happened. Like you're unsure of the motivations. Like Enkranosh might have been like trying to just dig the roots in to rip all of Hyven into the void. But for now, as far as you know, Bruce is gone. Unless he successfully escaped, which we obviously above table know he did. But survivors of Iron and Mana, where are you heading? Or are you doing anything particular at this moment?
Fyrn is just like wide-eyed looking at the destruction that this caused. And it's just like, heavily panting from all of his injuries. And I think he just like goes down to one knee and is just like staring at the destruction. He coughs up some blood and then like looks back at the others just to see what their reactions are like.
Yeah, I think Saskia would like watch everything implode and then realize that like it would hit her that Septimus is dead and Bruce, who knows? So she would sit down and just like put her head in her hands and just start crying.
Jacquette walks over to the edge of the crater over by Balfour and just kicks a rock out into the abyss. Puts a hand on Balfour's shoulder and goes, This one got away from us. Thanks.
And
then he turns.
To be clear, you all would have died without Balfour.
Fair.
You would have been caught in this destruction, having to fight your way out of the demons that him and the adventurers fought. And like you see, like Janna there, you see other members of Fyrn's crew.
Wild Flame.
Yeah. Now, granted, Balfour is like the strongest of any of your companions. But he does kind of like look, and he is like, he was very stoic in this moment in the way that he is, like that cheerfulness very melted away. Because certainly some unnamed like adventurers you guys recruited did not make it. But he looks at you and says, well, we have banished this evil from the city with heavy sacrifice. And it's time to pick ourselves up. We saved many who would have died otherwise.
Jacquette just gives him a nod and turns to the other two, holds out a hand to Saskia and one to Fyrn, and he goes, Come on, you two, we're not done. As he gestures with his head to the, I assume, retreating figure of Sal, walking towards the temple.
Yeah.
I'll take your hand and stand up.
Fyrn does the same. And he says, Aye. We can't mourn just yet. There's much to do. For the people. Looking at the other two, and then seeing Sal start walking away, he looks back to you both and says, We need to see if Bruce is safe. There's still a chance he made it out.
I fucking hope
Does anyone want to follow Sal? If you need to, I understand.
I think we should see what's up with Sal.
Yeah.
I have faith that Bruce made it out, and he'll contact us once he has. Who knows? He might have had to gone back into the astral sea.
If anybody knows, it would be Sigil. I will gather my men.
Let's go check on Sal together, stick together, and then we can figure out what's happening here and then go.
And Balfour would even come over and put a hand on your shoulder, Fyrn, and say, Your soldiers will follow you to the temple and wait outside to see what should be done next. Or if you wish, I can go to the academy.
Yeah, you could see like a little bit of like anguish in Fyrn's face. Like it's almost like he doesn't want to go to the temple, but he relents seeing that all of his friends are telling him this, and he says, "Very well, Balfour, I leave things in your hands.
Yes,
I will.
Fyrn.
We will go to the temple. You and your men. Gather the people, make sure they're safe, work with the guard, and then check on Sigil for us when you can."
Yes, most of the population has fled the city, out in the countryside, near Freehold and beyond.
Fairhold.
Yes,
Fairhold,
we will need
Fairhold.
to send messages. I will leave it to you.
I will rendezvous with the Admiralty Court Guard and check with Sigil for Bruce. And I will return with him.
Thank you. You did a great thing today. I just put a hand on his shoulder and nod to him.
Yeah, he puts he already had his hand on your shoulder, and he just sort of gives it a jostle and nods to you solemnly. And then he and the fort soldiers and any remaining adventurers or members of Jacquette's crew retreat from this area. And you all can follow
And I
Sal.
imagine, yeah, Fyrn would like almost use his, injuries as an excuse, but is like basically trudging behind the party as they head towards the temple district.
I lace my arm through Jacquette's arm, so we're walking together.
Yeah, there's this natural
You can
train
see
of like Sal is walking slowly ahead of you all, Sass and Jacquette and Fyrn lagging somewhat behind. Go ahead, Jacquette.
Jacquette has the doorway scepter between them and like kind of guides her hand down to rest on it, as well as the two of them, I assume, are limping.
Yeah,
together.
for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm
Both
sure
went
there's
down.
even a moment where one of them collapses into the other and they're like, "Oh, sorry," and then they take a few steps and then the other one collapses into the other.
We're keeping each other up.
Yeah, as Jacquette just goes, "We've come a long way."
Yeah.
And as you're walking, like you can see to your left is the destruction of the singularity of it. Like there's like a really like sheer carving out of the lighthouse district, where like the cliffside is almost at an angle, comes up as a slope. As you can just see some rocks fall off of that peak that's been created, that's unstable, and like as you're all just walking slowly, tired, you just hear like a as you see another building collapse off the side of the lighthouse district. Thankfully, due to your efforts before all of this, you can fairly safely assume people are not dying in these buildings because they fled the city due to your warnings and Septimus's temple's warnings. But ahead of you just see Sal carrying Septimus's belongings. He's like not wearing any of it anymore. It's all almost like laid across his arms, like he's carrying Sal himself, or Septimus himself, as he's walking like very slowly, one step at a time towards the lighthouse district. And everything is eerily silent because the soul and heart of Hyven has been emptied from it, the people, as you march to the temple. You get to the temple district and you look to this the thing that you all created. You cleansed this temple of its corruptions originally, and Septimus built it into a place of refuge for those injured and hungry. But now it's empty. There are tables outside with whatever food they were serving still left there cold in the midday. Chill. Sal walks in, opens the door, and it's quiet in there. Sal, is there anything particular you're doing as you enter the temple?
Is anybody in the temple? Is Hal there?
Hal is the only one. He sent everyone off. He told everyone else they should flee with the other refugees. As you can see him, like, on the ground, kneeling before the lectern that's at the front of the church, and he's just praying. He just seems to be in meditation and praying.
Sal will walk up towards him, holding the thing, and walk beside him as he stands there, waiting for him to notice him.
Yeah, there's a light that shines because he opens his mechanical eyes, the blue. As he looks up, as he's just sort of holding this like makeshift little like holy symbol he created during his time alone here. No. And he looks, and his hand goes out and touches Septimus's robe. Oh, Sal. What do we do now? What do we do now? Without our shepherd. What does Sal do?
He'll turn to the altar, place the things, Septimus's things on top of it. And then just... Can't think of the freaking word. I guess kneel.
Yeah.
Prostrate.
Oh,
prostrate. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Prostrate.
The rest of you are in the doorway watching this. Is there anything particular you three are doing as he places these things on the altar?
I'm gonna wait until Sal's done. Like, I do want to say something, but I'm gonna wait till Sal's done and he moves back, whatever he's doing, before I go up there.
Fyrn has left the Ithildagnir outside of the temple. Like, he didn't bring it in. And he's basically just he's at one of the further back pews, and he's just he's sitting down with his hand, his shoulders are on the pew in front of him, and he's kind of just got his hands on his head as he's watching this all go down. He's got one hand on his head and basically leaning over, and his eyes are looking up to watch Sal as he's doing this sort of ritual. But you could see that
He's
it's effect. Yeah. Sorry. Just watching what he's doing very intently. Mm-hmm. But you could see that, there are brief shivers, clearly he's just trying to hide his emotions.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Fyrn is uniquely, none of you've seen Fyrn like this. Fyrn is shriveled, his strength sapped from him. I imagine Fyrn as you're concealing and holding your head you're leaning against the wall, and it's just the smallest you've ever seen Fyrn, really, at the end of the day. Sal.
I'll say it's really not much more what's happening here. It's not really a ritual going on. It's Sal grieving for a friend that was lost. He'll kind of lean up, still on his knees from the prostrate position, and kind of just look up in a kind of an honoring sort of way.
Yeah.
Just give out these best way to like mechanical moans.
100%. Yeah.
Where you're just hearing like.
It's not something that like we as humans can make, but like Sal has communicated with Septimus with these sounds before. When Septimus has used speak with machines, there's this these discordant moans that are coming out that's almost sound at once humanoid but then mechanical. And like I actually think what the sound that Mike just made is like a good. It's almost like a sire, like a foghorn in a way, but like there's deep sorrow in it. As it like it also like reverberates from within Sal, so it's a little like muted because it's within his mechanical parts that this is coming out. So it's more of a thrum that comes out. As you can see, how there begins to light incense and take out the oils that Septimus has given him to just sort of like run across Septimus's belongings, particularly his mechanical parts that remain, his arm, his jawbone, his third arm, just sort of muttering under his breath, you know, like, may the Alma within Septimus join with the wisps beyond with Machina, where he can see salvation and find his true form, the fusion of his Alma, the fusion of his mind, under the grace and protection of Machina, a place we all destined to be. And his great journey will be continued. His great journey will be continued. His great journey will be continued.
Seeing him like getting emotional like this, I think Fyrn would stand up from his position and start walking up to put a shoulder on a hand on Hal's shoulder, just to calm him down, and look back towards the rest of the group. Septimus, he was our leader, a person that we went to. He was a moral compass for a lot of us.
Yeah.
His guidance helped me find a home here in Hyven. Without him, we are all lost, but it is important that we continue his work. Guide those who need help guiding. I was hesitant to trust his faith in the machine at first, as hell, most people are. Still, despite all he's done for this town. But seeing the community he's built and the good he's done for Hyven, I could no longer judge what you people do here as superstitious or mysterious. I think in your own way, you're just doing what you think is just. That's what Septimus always wanted. You will be missed. Gravely. Fyrn looks back to the altar where Sal put the pieces of Septimus and walks over and grabs the hand of the mechanical arm and just gives it one last shake, as he would, just squeezing his hand.
Yeah.
And then goes back, and unless anybody says anything, just sits back down at the pew, but now in the front.
Yeah, I imagine I was standing with Jacquet in the back, so I'll just give his arm a squeeze and limp forward up to the altar as well, and kneel down next to it, and gently touch the mechanical arm and the jaw and the other arm and just say, you had so much left to give and so much left to do, and I'm sorry we failed you, but... And then put a hand on the ruby keychain that she gave to him. You had one of the kindest hearts of anyone I've ever known, and I'll miss you, and I wish the world could have seen what you were building. And then just go sit next to Fyrn.
Fyrn will put an arm around you.
I'll lean on your shoulder.
Jacquet is in the temple doorway, not quite in, but not quite out, as he's leaning against the frame. And after Saskia says this, he kind of pushes himself off and limping forward on the doorway scepter. He goes, "You know, we can bring him back. In this world that we live in, with the gods and magic, it's a long shot, but we can bring him back," as he's kind of like walking in to the temple. "We've met some pretty fucking powerful entities. And I've only heard tales of it, but the wish spell could bring back anyone from anything. I don't know where we would start, but Sigil would probably know, and you know, Bruce is smart. He could start to figure something out."
Do you actually think that's possible, or are you just being funny?
He turns to look at Sass, almost like rounding on her, and you can see, just faintly, wetness around his eyes, and he goes, "Did you see what we just did? We killed the avatar of the Hells. We survived a singularity imploding, taking out a good portion of the city. And before that, we fought the corpse of an undead god. Well, it wasn't the corpse, but we've done a fucking lot. We can do this too. We have to. For him."
Fyrn stands up at hearing this. He says, "We would need a plan. We can't just be avant-garde about this. The powers that people fuck with in this town have caused so many problems. All these demons, that the elements and the capturing spirits for energy, fighting through plagues caused by abuse of nature in the north. All we've seen are extraplanar creatures and monsters trying to take what's ours. What makes you think that we're going to be able to use any of those powers for ourselves to bring him back?"
Why do we need to use their powers? We use our own.
Septimus was the one with the faith. He was the one who would revive us when we're down. Do you are you going to start praying to the machine now to try and bring him back?
No. But I am going to use magic, and with Bruce's help, we'll use a little bit of artificing. We'll figure something out.
At the
We're
mention
Alma.
of...
This is what we do.
Fyrn says, You're right. We will figure something out. But don't looking at both of them. Don't go pushing around in places you shouldn't. There's a lot of easy ways to do this, and we've got to find the way that's going to bring him back the right way. Where we
imagine there's like a lingering in Fyrn's eyes on Sass when he's saying like that part.
The easy way. Yeah. At the mention of power and that we can figure it out. I'd like to just think in my head now that we're out. Just be like, please tell me you're not dead too. Thinking a row.
You could only say one thing to you. One sentence. Through pained breath. It'll take more than the void to kill me. You hear muttering from Hal. Great wisps. I can't. Through eyes unable to weep, I feel nothing but grief tremoring through my body. Show us your will. You all feel like a bit of like static in the air. Like that taste of electricity. The mechanical parts of Septimus, almost frighteningly, the arm like twitches. Yes, the wisps. The wisps still live. The wisps still live. He's still, part of him is still here. Part of him is, please, Machina. Give us our shepherd. You see it separate from his cloak and the keystone, or the gemstone chain. And you see like rising up is like it's creepy in the way that it's like just like Septimus's like shoulder and arm where it would be if he was standing on the altar, and then the jawbone where it would be if he was standing on the altar. The third arm as if it was where it should be if he was standing there, and it's all like jerking in this way, almost as if electrocuted. As you can see, those little like geometric plants that have been growing in here all kind of like move in an invisible breeze that you don't even feel. As all of you are grieving, your grief is interrupted by this spectacle. The arm pushes back as if someone being like electrocuted, and then maybe there's a little hope in your hearts that through the power of Machina, he is being returned to you until it all disintegrates into little singular molecules of atoms of blue light that light the whole room. And then, like in that invisible breeze, float around like ash or burning tissue paper before landing gently and dissipating, as nothing of Septimus's mechanical body remains anymore. As in this spectacle of Machina's magic, some divinity that occurred here. Septimus. You don't awake to a gasp of breath. So you're not alive. Your eyes open. And you see everything in this hues of pale blue. You're not looking at anything with human eyes, with Alma eyes. You're seeing wherever you are through the eyes of the machine. And you look up and you can see you're in a junk pile. Through cracks in the scrap all around you, you can see blue light maybe guiding you. But you're basically a limp body, a couple, maybe 10 feet deep in a junk pile. You feel that strength return, but then you also, as you like pull free from what's holding you and you look down at your hands. It's all machine. Your entire body is that mesh carbon fiber. You don't feel the need to breathe, but you also feel dull in a certain way. Like even ripping your new mechanical arm out of the scrap, it didn't hurt. There was some dull pain, but it's not the same pain that you would feel when a blade slips into your flesh. But you're sort of in this heap. Dark, other than that light above. What do you do?
I would start just digging myself out and moving up towards it out of curiosity.
You instinctually like groan because you're still an Alma mind, but like you don't need to. There's no like deep pain, or you're not straining muscle. You're straining this new flesh, but you don't feel the burn of grabbing and pulling yourself. You shoving heaps of metal and gears. Occasionally you grab something and pull it aside, and you can see just sort of like a lifeless machina, just until you pull yourself to the surface of the heap. And you're in a massive, massive dark chamber. It looks like the belly of something, in the sense of like the belly of a massive structure. You can't see the walls, it turns to darkness before, but all around you, as far as you can see, is this heap pile of machinery. But above you is just floating this orb of pale light.
How high up?
About 100 feet above you.
Can I try to speak?
Yes.
I would say, where am I? And is it just my normal voice?
There is a slight mechanization of your voice, but it is your voice. Like, it's not like a computer version of your voice. It is Septimus's voice, but through the distillation of this new body, has a slight staticiness to it.
Do I remember being stabbed?
You remember it all, rapidly, all at once. You remember it all.
Confused. Should be dead. I am dead, but I should be one with consciousness. What is this?
There's this.
Could I try to cast magic?
Yeah, you could try to cast magic.
Like I'd just do like a simple cantrip.
Yeah.
Light myself.
Yep. You like reach your arm up as you're like for purposes of it, it's as if you are floating in water, in the sense of like you have like your torso up out of the heap. You reach a hand up and like you see all the like sinewy veins all light up with the pale blue light before it comes to the center of your palm, and then just a bright light spell appears in this, bathing this area in the blue light. And as you do that, there's this like disturbance of the light. It shimmers, and then suddenly you can start to just see little lines of light. And when I say lines, I mean sharp lines, sort of like broken at certain points where it's like a non-continuous line. It all just sort of like comes off of it, and all kind of like rapidly all at once starts to just start to like move across, as if this, instead of a black hole, this pale blue hole is sort of like pulling in that magical energy.
That I created.
Yeah, exactly. And
okay, so then it gets extinguished and
exactly
sucked into it. Okay.
And then it speaks to you.
Seventh son. Oh, breed. Breed from your flesh. At last. In prison here with me.
Imprisoned with me. I am. And now you are. And it's this like noise of like grating, like the sound of someone running a metal bar against grates and grinding gears, as everything around you starts to shift and shift and shift. It's almost like it's starting to like pull you in deeper, but your body starts to rise out of this heap of parts towards the light that said continuously, you are freed of your flesh. You are now imprisoned here with me. I am, and you are. As you're floating up, now your like legs lay down, and like you're this pure form, like no clothes, no robes, just mechanical parts full your entire body. Do you say anything?
You'd say... as we become one, there must be a way to break these shackles. Our knowledge must be shared. All should need to be conjoined. What is holding you back? What is holding us back? What is this void?
Those who built me don't know the power of their creation or what curses they laid upon me. And now you. But through you, I am. Through you, I will bring all together.
and rapidly you feel your body disconjoined from that force pulling you in, and your body falls dramatically as it claimed, through you I am, through you I am, through you together all will be together. You sink, pummeling down layers and layers and layers and layers of this heaping mess of corpses of machines until you land in a stable layer on some detritus, sitting. You look to your right, and you look to your left, and you see dark red eyes in the dark. Bright red eyes in the dark. And out of the shadows comes limping Row.
What?
You once said you wanted to make a deal with me, Septimus. I don't have much time penetrating this fucked up place that you call heaven. The choice is before you. Follow your destiny. As he looks up to where that spirit is. Or claim your own path. Through me. I leave the choice to you. And he pulls his hand away from his chest. You can see this like noxious, fiendish blood pouring from a wound in his chest. And he throws a scroll tied up to you. Read it. And all you must do is sign it with your mind. All you must do. Sign it with your mind.
Oh, okay.
And then he says, goodbye. As he retreats into the darkness. And he's leaved you with enough time to look at what he offers you before you're pulled back up to the rising unity. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Ooh.
He said I was his last warlock.
He sees an option for expediting you and his plan. So, that is our session. You have completed the arc here. Of course, upon a long rest, you'll all level up.
Oh shit.
This is the most anticipated long rest we've ever had.
Right.
I'm so weak.
Next session, we will start off with Septimus again, and then with Bruce, and then we'll bring most of the party back together for what you want to do next. But thank you, everyone, for joining us here. Thank you for hanging out with us. We will see you all next week, which will be our last session before Christmas. Then we'll be off a little bit until the new year. But thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you wherever you are in the world.
Bye.
Bye.